Well, how do I go home without carrying the whole church home with me? And I have to start out by saying I used to take it home with me early in my ministry. I was a decade as a youth pastor at the beginning of my ministry during the 60s, and had a lot of responsibilities on my shoulders. And I one time was sitting with my young family, and we're talking about children, 4 children that are spread over about 5 years between them. I mean, a really young family, beautiful children, my lovely wife. And I wasn't paying attention to anything all that was going on. I wasn't noticing the countenances of my children, the things that were going on, the conversation table, because my mind was engaged in church, in the ministry. And after the meal, privately, in another room, my wife said to me, she said, I don't really care that you're gone all the time. That's part of the deal. I knew you were going to be gone a lot, but when you're here, I want you to be here. And you need help. And I knew what she meant. You need someone to talk to. You need some counseling. And I went and got it. And I began to understand that that a lot of my self-esteem and who I was derived from what I'm doing, and that I needed to get it somewhere else, namely my relationship with my Lord and my relationship with my nearest and dearest, because all those other things are going to change and go up and down. So I began to work on that discipline, and I have to say that that was really sanctifying in my life. So there's a sense, and I've developed this. It took me some time, but I consider it to be a quasi-moral obligation not to bring the church home. Certainly talk with my wife about things she's interested in, but not to bring those things home. And I actually have learned in my day off to just sort of tune the whole thing out and be there on my day off and be with my nearest and dearest. And at meals, be with my nearest and dearest, though life has been very complex and I've carried a lot of burdens. And then to be absolutely honest, sometimes it's impossible not to bring it home. But to be very transparent about it and talk about it frankly with my wife, so she knows the burdens that I'm carrying. But I think I've learned over the years not to allow those things to intrude on my family, my attitudes, my conversations, my time away, my vacations, to have vacations really be vacations, days off, days in the city, days at the game, days at the lake, to be days in which I am fully enjoying the moment and the people that are with me.